All right. Let's see. Here, I'll pop up the comments because I am blind. Yeah, like that. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pop up the. Let's see. I'm gonna pop up the comments because I can't see for shit. Cannot see for shit. Okay. Manage. Okay. Yes. No. Because I'm gonna curse a lot. Is it made for kids? No. I'm gonna curse a lot, people. I curse way too much. I shouldn't, but I curse way too much. It's not even funny. I have a silly mouth. I'll say it over and over again. Alright. Top chat. Okay. It is 11. No, it's not even 11. What time is it? Nina's going off. Woo! It is 10:53. Wow. I should be asleep, but no, I am not. I am not asleep. I am awake. I was busy doing stuff. So, we're gonna check some things. Alright, we're gonna look at some things. Hello, everybody. It's an unexpected live. I'm not gonna be consistent. Oh, I'm gonna go live every single day. Nah, that is not gonna happen with me because I got more shit to do than anything else. I cannot stick to a freaking schedule, and that's okay. But we are gonna talk about probably one of the more ironic days I've ever witnessed. Okay, back to back for the Big Ten. Who cares? Well, Ohio State won as predicted. I was rooting for Notre Dame though. I didn't see the game. I didn't. But hey, the fact that Notre Dame got that far was freaking awesome. But yes, Notre Dame won. No, Ohio State won. I'm so sorry. I'm half asleep right now. Ohio State won. That's freaking awesome. What else? It is going to be freezing the next couple of days. I know some school districts down here have decided to shut down tomorrow, which I think is smart. Now, there's what? I mean, here's the thing. When 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 parents complain about them shutting schools down, not all of them complain. Some of them down here like shut the schools down. It's hace muy frío, hace muy frío. I think when parents complain about schools shutting down, I can understand. I can. I can understand why they do that. I mean, everybody works. There's parents that work. Some parents don't. But there's parents that work. And I mean, sometimes they might have not, if the child is too young to stay by themselves, they might not have a relative to watch after them or something. And daycare is expensive, even here. Daycare is expensive as hell. So I can see why they complain, but at the same time, when parents complain, they say that teachers are being lazy. Um, okay, but you want a teacher to risk their life for you just because you don't want to watch your kid if you're a stay-at-home parent. No, the teacher safety is also important, and the thing is, those teachers might have kids too. They might not have somebody to watch them. The dad is probably working, or if they're a single parent, whoever watches them is working, or they're not able to for whatever reason. So it's very stupid how people complain. But please stay warm. Please stay safe. Um, please leave your faucets running. I don't all the way, but leave your faucets running to help prevent your pipes. Something to do with the pipes. I just know when it gets to this, they always tell us to open up the sink. So if you hear a little bit of water in the background, my kitchen is that way. Um, it's gonna. It's because of that. I don't want my pipes to freeze because it's supposed to freeze right now in the great city of Bronzeville. Let's see what I go to AccuWeather. I just do. Okay, so use current location. I don't feel like typing. I'm making shit right now. Okay, so hourly we're supposed to get, but right now it's 43, but it feels like 33, and it's supposed to be raining. And I checked the cameras, it is. Um, then daily, uh, yeah, daily. The lowest it's gonna get to is 29 degrees. We're under 38, 28 tomorrow. 58, 43 the next couple days. Next couple days is fine, but this cold weather, I can't understand it. Hi, yeah. Hi. Um, yeah, this cold weather, I don't understand it. It's not Christmas anymore, so what the, it, what, like, 20 more seconds. It's not Christmas, so what the heck? So I just hope I'm not leaving anywhere tomorrow. I'm staying home. My niece isn't going to anywhere, so she's staying home. We're all staying home. I am not going anywhere. I am not driving out in this rain because people don't know how to drive. Sadly, if you've ever driven in Brownsville, you'd understand. No one here knows how to drive. Okay, it is 7 minutes. I can curse. I always try to give myself 7 minutes. Even though I said the HE double hockey sticks earlier, I will curse now. What the fuck is going on with this weather? I don't know. It ain't Christmas. But anyway. Okay, so today I've been paying attention to TikTok. That's my news outlet now. Um, I think the people here's my personal opinion. Everything is my personal opinion. You don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me, but be respectful about it. Those of you that are thanking President Cheeto Head for for saving TikTok, I think you all are forgetting that he is the one that started the ban. Cheeto Head was the one that started the whole process of wanting to ban the app. But now you all are thanking him for saving the app. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. So today, did I watch the inauguration? Yes, for two reasons only. One, to see what pendejadas y mamadas y media Cheeto Head was going to say. Two, I wanted to listen to the military groups that were performing. So yes, I I did listen for that. Now, I thought, and I was talking to a friend of mine, this today was the most ironic day to get inaugurated, especially for a racist like him, in my opinion. Of all days to get inaugurated, MLK Day. Of all days. The fact that they were showing, I watched ABC, the fact that they were showing, or like, I forgot what the word is, they were plugging in the audio from I'm going to say plugging. They were plugging in the audio from where the people were watching from the Capitol. I forgot the name of the arena. The boos with Mike Pence. That was golden. Honestly, those boos reminded me. If you're a wrestling fan, you'll know this person, or in general, When Netflix had the premiere of Raw Live, the WWE Raw, I watched the premiere because obviously I wanted to see. Um, Hulk Hogan came out and they booed him out of the building. Bad, they booed him out of the building, and he's a known Trump supporter. But they didn't boo the Undertaker when he came out because the Undertaker didn't say nearly half the shit or has never done nearly half the shit that Hulk Hogan has done. And Hulk Hogan is a racist, so it's like, okay, booed him, and that's fine. That was awesome. So anyway, they piped in the audio from the arena, and that when Mike Pence walked out, I was just like, "Oh, that was bad." When they introduced the former presidents, I freaking loved it. It was cool seeing like the living presidents, the living vice presidents. Um, I don't have an opinion on Mike Pence. I thought he did the right thing in what he was supposed to do instead of doing what Cheeto had wanted him to do. So I did not, and one thing, and I just learned this today. I didn't know that the vice president Dance, whatever the hell his name is, his wife is Hindu. I didn't know that. I was like, okay, she's a lawyer. Hey, kudos to you, bro. You're not gonna be a government official, even though you don't really have a. I mean, do second ladies have a role? I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. So that happened, and then his kids came out. All of them. Barron is taller than all of them. I thought this is what I don't get. The older Trump kids, they're just like the dad, but worse. But and I will give kudos. I'm gonna do this because I don't feel like clapping. I give kudos to Barron Trump for shaking the hands of Biden, Vice, Madam Vice President, and then the former presidents that Trump has knowingly and publicly destroyed and like said a bunch of shit. Um, I commend him for shaking their hands. I thought that was very respectful on his end, and he did the same thing on the way out. I'm like, hey, this kid has some manners. Good, because the other motherfuckers don't. They don't. Really, they don't. I can see Ivanka, but not the other ones. Ivanka and Barron look like they have respect for people. The other motherfuckers don't. So then, they did everything. I think one thing, and I picked up on it, and I'm just like, what the hell? I'm not. I am a religious person, but not totally religious. But I know every inauguration, you are to put your hand on the Bible. Vice President did that, but Trump didn't. Why? Was there a reason? Did Melania like get there too late or whatever? You could have done it like bam right there. He didn't do it. He didn't even. So I'm like, okay, that seems weird, but oh well. His speech went on longer than his first inauguration speech, if I understood correctly. Um, I personally thought that he it was basically a State of the Union. Um, I thought it was a State of the Union address instead of an inauguration address. He was basically saying what he wanted to do. I mean, which is cool. Um, which is cool. That's fine. Some of the stuff he said, it was indirectas. It was. But the fact, and I'm gonna get to this part. I'm scrolling through the live feed, the live, like whatever, ABC News, which is cool. The first thing was, so the fact that he said in his speech that he's gonna rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, what the actual fuck? He's more worried about shit like that and the other topic that I think is very big that I'm going to get to than lowering gas prices. He says he's going to. It's not going to happen. Just watch. And I can't wait to see all the Trump supporters. He's like, what the fuck? It was Biden. No. Your homeboy, tu compadre, tu camarada promised it. He said that. I'm like, and the other stuff. But one thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, indirectly or directly, I thought it was interesting to see the head of every major tech company sitting right behind the president. Zucker bitch was there. The CEO of TikTok and Jeff Bezos, all these other motherfuckers were there, and then Elon Musk. Um, which I'm very, very like. I was like, what the heck when I, and it's all over TikTok. Even I was like, maybe they edited it on TikTok, so I went to YouTube and I saw the clip. The dude basically indirectly gave the Nazi salute. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You gave the Nazi salute. And right now I'm looking on, let's see. I'm gonna, let's see, hide this because, mm-hmm. Let's see. So present, share screen. There we go. Okay. So we're here, right? This is Elon Musk when he spoke at the Trump rally afterwards. Even when you see it from the front, it's off to the side, and it's not even a fucking wave. That's a Nazi salute. Like, what in the actual fuck? It's the fucking Nazi salute, and the guy, the one of the mans that's in the cabinet, because they're gonna say he's not, but he is doing the fucking Nazi salute. What the hell? So then, I didn't see this bullshit. Will slash federal, he'll slash, which he did. A bunch of people from the DOC that are in charge of immigration, they got the boot. They went, they're like, get the fuck out. Any destructive, radical, executive actions, okay, whatever. Um, what I found weird, and I read, and this I heard, so I was going back and forth. Biden pardoning his family. I mean, okay, why did he pardon those people of his family? Who knows? Why did he pardon the family? I'm like, okay, because they were getting attacked. Okay, fine. I did like the fact that he pardoned a lot of the people from the January 6th committee, but not the witnesses. Okay, that's fine. Um, so there's that. So we're gonna get to the executive order. So the first one that's he signed a bunch of them. I think they're gonna have all these written, so bear with me. First one, reads Trump signs order to withdraw the U.S. from the Paris climate change. He also signed this order. The agreement was originally ratified at the annual UN Climate Conference in 2015. It intended to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to the pre-industrial levels, a metric scientists believed would significantly reduce the impacts of climate change. I'm not a big climate change person because I'm not like what the hell. I'm gonna open some other tab so I can see what the hell it is. Oh wow, they have. Oh, on energy, national energy emergency drill, baby drill. This is something else, motherfucker. Like really, you're dumb. What you need to do is get rid of ERCOT and put a better fucking energy source here in Texas because we have shit. Um, he Trump said Monday that he would end the Green New Deal and revoke the electric vehicle mandate. In a statement, with my actions, revoke the mandate, saying, which is cool. Like save the auto industry for people to have jobs. Okay, That's fine. I didn't even know there was going to be a requirement to have an EV. I can't even fucking afford my car. I'm barely getting by to make my payments, and he wants, and I didn't even know that. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, so let's go back to this. There's that. Okay, whatever. Declaring a national emergency at the southern border. Now, these are executive orders. They're not something that he can actually do. But this idiot, I don't think he knows the difference. Okay, there's that one. Let me see if I can open up the link somewhere. I'm going to open up the link. You might not be able to see it, but I mean, oh no. It's not. Okay, so this is the one that I'm like, this is the first one that I was like, what the actual fuck? Cheeto Head pardons approximately 1,500 January 6 rioters. Trump, surrounded by executive orders he planned to sign Monday evening, also signed an order pardoning approximately 1,500 January 6 rioters. This also included 6 commutations, if I pronounced it wrong, no me juzguen a la chingada. Though the text of the pardon actually includes 14. Of course, we hope they come out tonight. Frankly, they're expecting it. As of early January, more than 1,580 individuals have been charged criminally in federal court. I think this is bullshit because he is the reason that shit happened. Whether you Trump believers don't want to believe it, he is the one that started the fucking riot. Because he even said it. There is video proof where he said it. And the fucking, what are they? I forgot what they're called. It's the paramilitary, the good fellas, good boys, whatever the fuck they're called. That paramilitary group. The leader of it's already free at home. Like, and the fact that what pisses me off about this order right here is the fact that people got killed. Officers that work for you, you son of a bitch. Well, at the time they didn't work for you anymore. Well, they did because this was before the inauguration, so it didn't matter. The fact that fucking officers got killed under your watch, you're forgiving the fucking some of the people that killed officers. Shame on you, you motherfucker. Shame on you. You don't give a shit about your people. You don't. I wouldn't have done that. The next one is he finds a letter, which that's always happens. I think a good one that I saw was either Bush. It was Obama went into office and Bush left him one, which is on one of the YouTube videos that they do. If you look up the Obama White House YouTube. Now this one, let's see. I'm gonna lower it right there. ¿Qué tan pendejo? This is so stupid. This is wrong. And this is my opinion on this. This is one of the other things that pissed me the fuck off. Trump is trying to end the 14th Amendment. Do you understand how hard it is to amend the Constitution and get rid of it? It is the level of difficulty, how hard it is, how can I compare it? And this is my opinion. I think how hard it is to forget to pardon or to not pardon. I have pardon in my head. To revoke the 14th Amendment. That's like the federal government trying to put Trump in prison. The difficulty of it. So now when is this order gonna? Is this actually gonna happen? Most likely not, because it has to pass through the Senate. It has to pass through the House. There is no, if, I mean, this is what okay, among executive orders signed, this one. Such a move, though, is expected to face significant legal hurdles. Under the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, any person born within the territory of the United States is a U.S. citizen. When a reporter pointed out that the order will likely be challenged, Trump said, "You could be right. We have good grounds," he added. So you're going to deport everybody in the United States, is what this idiot is saying. Because not everybody is a first generation American. We're all from immigrant families, you motherfucker. So are you. So are your kids. You dumb fuck. Sorry. Everybody, whether, like, if everybody is from an immigrant family. Not like, oh, like, let's say, Yaya, I mean, I don't know Yaya personally, but let's say Yaya's parents, she was born here, but her parents were born in Bolivia or something. She was born here. She's a United States citizen. The parents immigrated over here for a better life. They got their citizenship or whatever. Fine, but Yaya still was born from an immigrant family. And nobody is a true fucking first generation American. The United States wasn't the United States. It was a bunch of colonies. Like, are you stupid? Are you like, is he? I think he's that stupid, but people are trying to help him, and that's fine. So, this article on CNN, President Donald Trump began his term by taking seriously sweeping immigration executive actions, including the national emergency, ending the. Oh, I'll see that. One of the allow migrants into the states, and kicking off the process to end birthright citizenship, which is expected to tee up a legal fight. Do I have a stutter? Yes. I don't give a shit. Hmm. He removed as senior leadership in the Justice Department agency overseeing the nation's immigration courts were removed from service on Monday, according to a source familiar. The Executive Office for Immigration Review oversees the U.S. immigration court system, which immigration judges decide if immigrants can remain in the U.S. or be deported. The removals, which targeted career public servants who together have served in agency for several years, raised questions. I mean, okay. Now, because I had also one of my friends, it concerns them that her parents, she was born here in the United States. Her parents are not or weren't born here. They were born in Mexico. At least one of them was born in Mexico, and then they moved to the United States, got their citizenship and everything. The dad's from Puerto Rico. He was from there before Puerto Rico was declared a U.S. territory, but he came to the United States, got his papers, whatever. He served in the military. She's scared to get deported. No one should live in fear about getting deported. Am I fucking scared? Yes, because, I mean, my parents were born here. Both my parents were. Um, my dad was born not here, but he was born outside of Brownsville, but he was born in the United States. My mom, she was born here in the United States, but her biological mom, both her biological mom and her grandmother, I never knew my bio grandma. Don't know, don't care. But both the biological mom and the grandma and my grandma, her adoptive mom, were Mexican citizens. Were Mexican nationals. They're Mexicans. But my grandma, her adoptive mom, got her was a resident and got her citizenship. My grandpa never got to meet him. He died way before I was even a thought and was even my mom was even dating my dad. Um, he was a veteran of World War One and World War Two. So it's like, fuck, am I gonna get deported? Is anybody else gonna get deported? In my opinion, this might stir a lot of people. You're gonna end birthright citizenship and deport people that are people that are not from first generation American citizens. What I want you to do, motherfucker, listen to me. Don't chat us. Listen. If you're gonna do that, deport all your kids, all of them, all five, six of them. I don't know how many kids you got. Hold on. One, you got about five kids. Deport all five of them bitches and deport their mothers. One of them, one of the mothers is dead. She's fertilizer, but I think the other one is alive. So deport your kids and deport their mothers. Two out of the three. Deport them. Melania is not a fucking American. Yeah, she got her citizenship, but she wasn't born here. She was born where the fuck? I don't know. The other one's a Russian. Deport them. Deport them and deport your kids. Oh, and this is where I bring up. I didn't know that because ABC obviously goes into the background of the vice president's wife. She's an immigrant. She was born from an immigrant family. Deport her ass too, and deport the kids if you're gonna deport anything. So it's like, what the fuck? Oh no, but it doesn't. It's different. No, motherfucker, it's not different. If you're gonna treat us like you better treat everybody like shit. And then the other thing that he did end was the CBP One app. Oh my god. I felt so bad because this is why. That's what people use to get into the United States legally for work and other stuff. But he canceled that and he canceled all the appointments that were already set. People that have been waiting in Matamoros, because Matamoros is the closest border city we have. People that have been waiting in Matamoros for months, for years, now they're fucked. Why the fuck don't you honor the damn appointments that have already been waiting for years and years and years? Who cares about TikTok? Oh yeah, Proud Boys, these fools. These fools, he's getting released. Oh yeah, why the fuck, man? Those people have been waiting in Mexico, has done everything legally, but yet you're like, fuck them. I don't understand it. I don't. This one, Trump says he will enact tariffs on Canada, Mexico on February 1st. Oh, speaking of deportation, do you know how they're going to deport every Mexican? They're going to deport all the Mexicans. They're going to deport everybody. They don't give a shit. I would like to see those Trump supporters that voted for him, because a lot of them work in farms. You motherfuckers, you better not pick my damn strawberries late or my grapes or anything, because that's I eat fruit, I eat vegetables. Although it don't look like I eat vegetables, I do. You better get to picking, bitch. Because who the fuck's gonna pick all of the produce? Who's gonna pick cotton? Who's gonna pick any of that? You guys kept on saying they took our jobs. Yeah, you're not out there doing the fucking labor that they're doing. Or if you're waiting for a house to be built, what the fuck are you gonna do when they start deporting people and your house is not even built? You honestly think Trump supporters are gonna do construction work? No, highly doubt it. They're not gonna want to do farm work. So how does this make sense, Trump? Make it make sense. Again, this is just my opinion. Like, there was a report on CNN where South Dakota or something like that. There was a farmer and he voted for Trump and his governor of that state, who is also a farmer and is a Republican and is in favor of the deportation. Her farm is right down the street from him, and she hires illegals. Because if you think about it, you really think American citizens are going to want to do that shit? No. Even if they're desperate for work, I've never seen, at least down here, that. No. So, and he's like, he even said, he's like, more than half of the staff or his workers were illegal immigrants. And then he said, if I lose half my workers, I'm done. And he's a cow farmer. He does milk and stuff. And he even said the food supply in the United States would fucking basically disappear within a matter of a month because, again, produce, all this stuff. I mean, what the hell? So that, and then the tariffs. It's going to be more expensive to build stuff. I think a lot of the lumber and stuff comes from Canada, I was hearing. And then Mexico, we get half our produce from there too. So I don't know. Is it going to happen? Who knows? Because even though it's an executive order, he can't really make it law. He cannot. It has to go through the Senate. It has to go through the proper channels. But this motherfucker thinks the executive order will work. Okay, what's the next one he did? The Hamas, cool. They ended that. Who cares? From World, oh god. Now this, he withdrew from the WHO, from who? World Health Organization. President Trumpas on Monday signed an executive order withdrawing the U.S. from WHO, which is the United Nations agency that works with government entities and other partners to improve the health of people and communities worldwide. Trump withdrew the nation's participation, and in 2020 it was reinstated by Biden. The United States. So, I mean, okay, fine, you're going to get that money back, but still, if it's going to help the American people, why get out? Okay. Sets record with 42 executive orders, memoranda, and proclamations. Okay, who cares? She looked like the Hamburglar today with the damn hat. Is there a picture of this shit? Hold on. I'm sorry, it came to mind right there. But bam! Dr. Biden, hi ma'am, hello ma'am. But Homegirl looked like Hamburglar, in my opinion. She did with that. I don't like you, motherfucker. Okay. First pardon January 6 writers released from DC detention facility. Qué bonito. Van a ser más desmadre y medio. Okay. But yeah. So, Trumpa said a bunch of shit. Trumpa promised a bunch of shit. I personally, I don't think the birthright citizenship is gonna change because it be damn near impossible to basically edit the Constitution. Damn near impossible. That's like people try to get Trump into prison. It was damn near impossible. And by the way, we have a felon as a convicted felon as president. Isn't that fucking amazing? So, I mean, not for me, but anybody that's a felon, I personally think when you apply for jobs, they should not discriminate against that. Because you could say, well, our president's a felon and he has the biggest job in the world. Why can't I fucking get a job at Stripes? Why can't I get a job at McDonald's? And I want to happen. I don't like the man. I don't. I never supported him. And when I said, I mean, when I talked about the deportation part, because I had read somewhere, like, I'm gonna repeat, where he wanted to deport people that were not first generation Americans. I don't, and I say this like because make it make sense. I don't wish bad against his kids. I don't wish bad against um, Vice President's wife or the kids. But if you're wanting to do that with the American public, start with your family first. Your kids have Russian moms. I think Ivana Trump was Russian. I don't know what nationality she was, but she was a U.S. citizen. But still, it's not born in the United States. You were okay, but you said the way you word and the way you say shit is you want to do that. Okay, fine. So deport the living wife, the living ex-wife you have that does not like you. Deport the kids. Deport your current wife because she only became an American citizen in 2006, I think, after your kid was born, and she was here on a tourist visa, I think, a tourist or a work visa. But either way, the way he says it, the way you say shit, dude, it concerns a lot of people. Like the fact that ICE is going to be allowed, if this passes, the fact that ICE is going to be able to go into schools, what the fuck is that? So you're going to tell me you're going to arrest a fucking 5-year-old in kindergarten because of his immigration status? You're going to put a fucking 5-year-old in handcuffs? That's just wrong. Now, I hope, the one thing I hope that happens, I don't thank him for TikTok because he's the one that started the ban, but he wants to take credit for saving it, whatever, fine. What I want to see is, dude, if you promise to lower grocery prices, to lower gas prices, I know it's not going to happen in in a matter of a week. No, because this shit takes time. But if the next 4 years I still have to pay a box of fucking eggs, $25, almost $25 for a box of huevos, that's some bullshit, motherfucker. A box of eggs, and I'm gonna put it up here. Let's see. We'll do this one. Eggs, and this is Asheve. This isn't fucking um. This isn't Guanmer. It's Asheve. So percent. How did I figure this out? Okay, bam. Okay, 471 for a carton of eggs. 653 for organic free range. 777 for 18 counts. The 471 is for 12. 570 for 12. The 12 count other um, free range eggs, 653. Central Market organic pasture raised large brown eggs, $9. 591 for the HTV fancy brand of it. Vital Farms, 799. Organic grade A, HTV organics, 980. On coupon, fake eggs, 591. 466. 589 for 12 fucking eggs. For jumbo eggs. This is where I'm gonna get to. Yeah. Alright. Zoom in. Yes, yeah. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. 15.58 for a 36 count of fucking eggs. 25.90. I thought it was 24 shit. $26 for this fucking thing? My mom is wait. What the fuck? You okay? I struggle. What I did, I was very smart. I ain't smart, I know. But if you guys look through the transcript, if you certain individuals look through my transcripts, oh she dropped, oh she got these. Yes, but I passed. I still got my degrees. Anyway, I saved my money to make sure it would help me and it would last. I saved. Okay. But what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Um this isn't, and this is HEB. This is like this is one of, you can include Walmart, but this is where most people go. Like, oh, mama's way. It's too fucking expensive. And then it's all these other shits. But yeah, I want to see him lower grocery prices. If you do it, okay, cool. But I highly doubt it you're going to do it because the minute you said you were going to do it the first day, when you went on an interview, I forgot with who, you said, well, I don't think I can do it. So which is it? Are you going to, or you're like, shit, I just realized I can't do it? Gas, I would like to see it lower. Um, is there liquid gold here in Texas? But is one state, let's just say hypothetically, is one state gonna fuel the entire country? We would run so fucking low. That's why we get a lot of our gasoline is from Mexico. Like, because I see them pass. Like, if I were to go down all the way to the Tomates Bridge, you see all the tankers come. On international, you see all the tankers coming from Mexico. They're either turning to go back to the bridge or they're coming off on the exit, and you see them turn onto international. So I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna do a lot of what he says. It's gonna be a bunch of bullshit like it was the previous time. But hey, after this time, he can't run again. But when shit hits the fan, um I don't want to see people chingang. Oh my god, why is he doing this? Oh my god, this didn't happen. You bitches voted for him. Aguántate, aguántate. But yes, un pinche dólar por huevo. Yes, and HEB is getting expensive too on certain things. But I can tell you, me personally, I do all my shopping at HEB. Even though I can go to Walmart for the produce and stuff, but go to HEB for the meats, I go to one place because the difference in price in meat at Walmart from HEB is crazy. It's it's like $3 or $4 more. But yeah, so there's that, and then Ohio State won. Cool. Think college football over. But yes, no, and I wanted to touch on something that I heard Ophelia speak about. I saw the rerun because, to be quite honest, I was asleep this morning. Pancho and Juan came to visit. Dolores came to visit last night. My knee was killing me, but I'm better now. But Pancho and Juan this morning were like, "Bitch, you stay asleep." So yeah, um, I wanted to I wanted to touch on disability. So I personally never applied. What the fuck for? But my dad actually applied for disability. He's tried since 2000, the early 2000s, because what happened was both his knees, he's got titanium knees. It happened at work. He was going to take out the garbage, and what the leg went one way, the knee went the other way. Yeah, so he's had knee replacements on both knees, on both legs. He has not been the same. After that. He always had a limp. He always had a limp, always pain, swelling. Um, he couldn't. He had to quit his job because of that. He couldn't stand the pain anymore. So with the doctor's letter and everything, and proof and all the shit that he needed to send into disability, they denied him. Why? Because he had two legs, even though he was limping like gotcho bad, like to where he would almost fall. They said, "You're limping, but you can walk, you can work." So no. So then he tried again because he it happened to the other leg and it was worse. The injury was worse. I mean, he was able to walk, but again, he was limping and in constant pain. His freaking knee looked bigger than my head, and they told him no. Even if you can limp, that's considered walking, no disability. Even though the doctor signed off on it, there was evidence, X-rays, everything, nothing. In 2021, yes, I think 2020, late 2020, going into 2021. Was it that? I can't remember what year. Because he's on one fucking leg. He's had 7 knee replacements on one leg. So yeah, that's a lot of fucking surgeries. Believe 2020, 2021. It was 21. It was 2020. 21. Anyway, 2021. I'm sorry. That was in grad school. 2020. He was home. Everything was fine. Um, he his leg, and I remember he was in so much pain. I'm like, what the heck? And I took him to the ER because He couldn't walk, and my dad doesn't. He has a very high tolerance of pain. But my dad, he couldn't handle it. So I was like, you know what, Dad? I don't care. I'm gonna take you to the ER. Get your ass. You have 5 seconds to get in my car, sir. Okay, let's go. Chop chop. So the ER obviously they didn't do anything. They just gave him Tylenol y que se fue bien. But his knee was bigger. It was like about this much wider than my head. Y'all, the next morning I go to check on him. I wake up. Luckily I didn't have class that day. I just see a towel on the floor with a bunch of white shit. My dad developed an abscess the size of a fucking grapefruit, or no, the size of a grapefruit, like 3 grapefruits behind his leg on his calf. We didn't notice it at the ER. Nothing. They didn't even bother doing X-rays. Nothing. Um, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So at the time, because it was a workman's comp thing, it was a workman's comp injury, so it was still covered under it. I called the surgeon, and then I it, come into the office at 1 and let us see him because I said, he's crying. I don't know what to do. And the thing is, when it comes to knee surgeries, at least down here, I don't know about anywhere else, but when it comes to knee surgeries down here, if you've already done surgery and that doctor fucked you up, you're fucked because no one else will see you because you've been already been surgically touched and everything. So we went to this doctor. What the shit that was on the towel that was white mixed with blood was pus. The abscess popped on him. So I'm like, shit. And we still had wound care stuff that was still good from my mom's. And I did a lot of my mom's wound care, like the, the nurses showed us and everything. So I put gloves, I washed my hands, put gloves, I wound cared it, and I packed it as much as I could. Got him in my car, took him. And when the doctor saw it, it's like, I'm going to drain this here, you're getting admitted. They took out almost 1,000 milliliters of pus from his leg in the office. It was like 700, 800 something, almost 1,000 milliliters of pus from a fucking abscess that was behind his leg. And they just put the local, like, antiseptic, whatever, anesthesia. And they're like, you want to leave? I said, no, I'm fine. I can handle that shit. It stunk so bad. And he didn't have, and he's very good about keeping himself clean, keeping everything. If he had a fucking cut, he's like, oh, I have a cut. And it's okay. That's how, like, he is. Um, he, he cried, and I was like, what? I said, what's going to happen? We're going to admit him right now to Harlingen Medical. I'm like, okay. Because he had to go see the doctor over there. I'm like, okay. But they're like, they wrapped it. They're like, you need to take him now. So he went, and they admitted him. He developed a massive infection and almost became sepsis from a fucking knee replacement that was no good anymore. So what happened? They took out they cleaned him up. They actually drained about 1,200 milliliters of pus that he had from his leg. So this is his. If this is his leg, right? If this is his knee. He has to have a fat ass fucking arm. Imagine the abscess the way it looked. It was about that much out. They drained a shit ton of pus. Um, so they had to take out the knee replacement completely because it was rusted. There was actual rust on the knee replacement. So what they had to do, they flushed him out. It was like 2 days of that. But the first day was like a 10-hour surgery. And the next day they just went in to flush it out. It was a 4-hour thing. Because they wanted to make sure it was good. They put some medicine infused I don't know what they're called, disc, and because the bone, he didn't have a kneecap. It was a full knee replacement. So where the bones meet like this, they put spacers that had medication or antibiotics in it. So I would have to drive from Brownsville to Harlingen every single day to do IV antibiotics for a month straight. And then let's say that was in August, September, boom, all that. October, go back, they put the knee replacement, and then they fucked up with rehab because they didn't rehab him properly. we did outpatient. They didn't rehab him properly. They only gave him like 2 weeks worth of rehab. They're like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, what the fuck? He needs more. We fought it. No, the doctor didn't want to sign off on it because he should be able to walk. With the massive surgery like that, no, like you're gonna give my father the fucking rehab he needs. So, and at that point, they had already told us he's gonna have to be on antibiotics for the rest of his life. So my dad has to take antibiotic for the rest of his life. So let's say that happens. That's 2021. Okay. Yes, that was October. Oh, what the fuck? Oh Lord. Okay, so don't quote me on the year. So let's say that happened October. They did the surgery, right? The following March, he's back in the ER because of this. Back in the emergency, back in the hospital for the same issue, but worse. That knee replacement was no good. And the doctor put it in. They still put it in. So ahí te van, compadre, back to HMC. They do the same process. They put him in a rehab. I asked them to put him in a rehab in Brownsville so I can go see them, meet with him. He did his rehab there, everything. My dad was in a rehab for a month and a half, 2 months. That knee replacement never helped. Never worked. They didn't rehab him what they were supposed to. They did, but then they never did aftercare. I was willing to pay. I didn't give a shit. Um, they didn't want to do outpatient rehab. My dad's leg stiffened up, and he would do the ones at home, like bend your knee like this. No, but to do actual physical therapy, workman's comp said that that was too much already. His doctor conveniently retired after he fucked up my dad. He retired because we even noticed, I don't know if it was onset Parkinson's or something, but he would shake a lot. His knee was still stayed fucked up. His knee replacement practically froze, and now my dad has to use a walker. He cannot walk with me like if I could like get up and walk right now. No, he has to use a walker. He has to sleep in a hospital bed. He has when he's in a chair, it has to be the recliner like a motorized one. Um, Now we had been going back and forth with the doctor and workman's comp. We were back and forth with South Texas rehab, which fucked them, the doctor and workman's comp. Doctor never said, "Oh, we're going to put him in more therapy to workman's comp," and South Texas rehab never said, "Oh, we need him to go back more." So no one ever communicated, even though my dad and we were calling every single fucking day. Hey, have you done this? Have you done this? He's getting worse. He's getting worse. My dad is in constant pain. Like I said, he has to be on antibiotics for the rest of his life. It got so bad to a point where I called a doctor that I know, somebody that I know that works there. I explained to them the situation. I said, I know how doctors are. Like once they've had surgery, they won't see some. If you've had surgery from somebody else, they won't see you. I said, but this is what's happening. I don't know what to do. So that doctor saw him. He did X-rays in the office, and on the X-rays, I mean, I'm not a medical person. The X-ray said that he still had infection. Like there was still infection inside the fucking leg. Not just a bacterial infection, but it was infection. So they referred us to a specialist in San Antonio. We went and did the consultation. We took all the tests that they needed us to do and shit. Came back. Then we went back the following month because it was like a month of difference. My dad. There's nothing that they can do for my dad. They've already, and these are like the top doctors with the UT health system. Um, the doctor that originally did it scarred him and did him wrong for life. There's no surgery that they can do. They cannot do another knee replacement because the infection is so bad in the bone that it's deteriorating bone. There's not enough bone to do another surgery because I think what they do is this is a like the bone and they have to drill into the bone and then put the knee replacement. There's not enough bone for that. So the only other option that they gave my dad was amputation or stay with your leg. You're going to be in pain for the rest of your life. My dad, he didn't want that, so I was like, you decide, sir. You're a grown ass man. But if later at some point you want to, so yes, my dad he has his leg. He has to use a walker. He has to walk very fucking slow. Um, if we go somewhere, I either have to have his wheelchair with me, or if I have to get him out of the house, hey, let's go walk around Walmart. I get him one of the electric parts because he will not make it walking. He will fall on his ass. It almost happened one time. So that's that. When I say that I left, not only because of my personal health, I left because of my dad. It's because of that. I need to take care of that man. He is the only parent I have, so I need to take care of him. So I help him, whatever, and he's he's in good spirits. He's always joking, but I know that he wants to be able to drive. He wants to be able to do all this stuff. Can't I have to drive him? So they're gonna be like, hey, no, like, yes, you work, sir. You have your job, yes, and luckily they allowed him just to sit there and they allow him to sit on his wheelchair and stuff, and he does his job. I said, and I take him to and from, but I mean, when he's home, I'm like, no, unless you gotta really get up, walk around. If you're hungry, tell me if you want me to make you a sandwich. If you want me to make you tuna. I fucking hate the smell of tuna. I hate it. I hate the smell of tuna. I said, if you want a fucking tuna sandwich, I will make your ass a tuna sandwich. If you want a tuna salad, I will make your ass a tuna salad. If you want a ham sandwich, a turkey sandwich, whatever you want, like I will do it if I can. Not, I'll order out whatever from. But most of the time, I'm like, hey, sir, you want a sandwich? You call me and tell me. If you need a drink, you call me and tell me. Cause I don't need you to fall because I can't pick your ass up. So I try to get him to relax, to rest as much as I can. Um, I've already gotten used to it, but at night he does scream in pain. He's dreaming, but he's in pain. And look, even though everyone's on the other side of the other side of the world, I say, I still hear him, and it sucks. And a lot of people are like, "Well, why didn't you apply for disability?" The two times just in the past 4 years we did, apart from what my dad tried. My mom was like, he got denied. Why? Because disability said, oh, they were able to put in a new knee in and you were able to walk. You can walk, you can work. When the second time happened and we had proof from the doctor, the proof from the surgeon, the proof from the hospital, everything that he was gonna be basically disabled for the rest of his fucking life with all the proof in the world, with letters and everything, they still denied it. Because he has two legs, he can learn to walk again, is what they said. So then this last time that we called and we tried to redo it, they're like, is he walking? I said, yeah, but he falls. I said, he cannot walk like you or I. He can only do, he can only walk so much. They're like, let's still consider walking, man. I'm sorry, even though we have all the proof here. So the only thing is to get an attorney. I ain't paying thousands of dollars for that shit, even though it's my dad. No. That, a disability attorney here in the state of Texas, I'd have to sell my fucking left lung and my damn left kidney to be able to afford that. And this is the thing, we also, when the first time he was at agency, those fucking ambulance chasers, I call them ambulance chasers, but they're supposed to help you with workman's comp cases with disability. They came to my dad and they talked to him and they talked to me and I'm like, yes, help us. And they were going to do it for free. They fucked us over big time. They never submitted paperwork. They never did anything. Could I sue the doctor that named him? Yes, because he ended up unretiring a couple years ago. Like I would say 2 years ago. He like, oh, I'm coming back to practice. I can sue him, yes, for what he did, medical negligence. But again, attorney cease. Again, I ain't got enough organs to sell. So yeah. All right, it has been an hour. It's about to be 12. Is it about to be 12? Yes. I am gonna go to bed. I'm gonna watch TikToks and go to bed, and then I will probably be live. I don't know, a couple days probably. Yes, I said probably. I'll probably be live. I don't know when. Me dan las pinches ganas de hacer un en vivo. But yeah, I will let you guys know, and we'll see you soon. Bye.